Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you're new, I'm Chanina. Hey girl, hey. So today y'all, we're going to be in my kitchen. There's a few things that I want to do. It's really cold outside and school is out today. It's right now, it is 27 degrees, but the weather app is saying that it feels like it's 19 degrees. So I don't want to drag Olivia out the house today. We did all that yesterday and it was cold, okay? But it's even colder today. And later on, there's a chance of some snowflakes according to the weather app. So anyways, that gives me an opportunity to do another task that I've been wanting to do. But because I work so much, things get neglected, right? So I'm going to be in my kitchen. There's a few things I wanted to do, like I said. And one of those things is some preventative measures for bugs. I was at Walmart yesterday and I bought this ant killer. However, although it kills ants, fire ants, it does wonders on roaches. Okay, so we're going to be doing some preventative measures for that, and then I'm pretty much going to be doing a little bit of cooking today. I'm going to make dinner because leftovers are gone. I'm also going to make an apple pie. Olivia's been holding me accountable to something I said probably. It's been well over a month. I told her that I was going to make another apple pie. Her and her dad love that dessert. And so yesterday, when I was at the grocery store, I did pick up some apples. And when I was at another grocery store, because I went to Walmart and Kroger. So when I was at Kroger, I picked up, oh, I also went to Wayfield's. Oh my goodness. When I was at Wayfield's, I picked up the apples. When I was at Kroger's, I picked up some pie crust that was on a clearance. So I'm going to go ahead and use that today. And for dinner, we'll have to see. I've already made Olivia something to eat. It's mid-afternoon, so breakfast is over. We're going into lunch, but I did make her breakfast for lunch. So she's eating that right now, pancakes and sausage. I'm not hungry. I've been down in coffee all morning, so I am good. All right, this is what I currently have going on. I've already started taking some of the plates and the bowls and everything out of the cabinet because I want to wipe down inside of all of these cabinets. And I want to kind of do a little bit of rearrangement. I put those mixing bowls up there to see how I would feel about it. And they're still up there. It's been weeks, so I'm good with that. Now, these bowls over here, what I want to do is I want to move this indoor grill. It's supposed to be a smokeless indoor grill, but y'all, the last few times that we used it, it was smoky. Okay, so I don't know what they mean by smokeless, but it was definitely smoky, so we haven't really used it because of that. So I put it up there to take it out the way. It was originally in this cabinet, and I actually may just put it back under there. And with the mixing bowls, I think I'm just going to leave those up there. There's nothing in that cabinet behind all of that because I just don't want to move stuff out of the way just to reach for whatever's back there. So there's nothing up there. In that indoor grill, I've already tried to put it in there. It won't fit. So the mixing bowls, I think I'm going to go ahead and probably leave those right there. But I'm going to move these containers over there. I've had these containers for years. I actually want to switch them out for a more rectangular shape versus a circular shape, but in the meantime I'm going to move them to the top of the refrigerator, which will be no problem because I don't have to move them in order to get to that. And what I might do with this empty space is put some of my pots and pans up there if they will fit, like the smaller ones, the little saucepans. I might put those up there, and then the rest of the pans all will be down there under the oven. All right, so here's a space that I haven't cleaned in forever, obviously. So we're gonna get that done. And I thought about pulling the stove out, but I'm a little nervous about doing that. I don't want to mess nothing up. And the way they've got this going here, I'm gonna have to like lift and pull and all that. And I would prefer if I had an extra pair of hands to help me do that. But for now, we're gonna clean up under there. We're gonna mop it. And then afterwards, I'm gonna put some of this orthene fire ant killer under there. So I definitely recommend this, y'all. It stinks, but it works, okay? It's very effective on roaches. After a couple days, you'll just randomly start to see just dead bugs. It kind of has almost the same effect of like if you're bombing your apartment or something, but it's just in powder form, right? So in the areas that you put this, you may eventually, after like a couple days, see some dead bugs. So it definitely works. It's in powder form. It's about 12 bucks, and you'll find it in your lawn and garden aisle, if I hadn't already said that. You're not going to find this in the pest control aisle. So you could get it at Walmart, Home Depot. You can go on Amazon, order it. I definitely recommend it. It's a white powder. You could just put it in different parts of your apartment, you know, to prevent any bug infestations or just bugs, period, right? So yeah, so that's what I'm about to do with that. And so far I did test out the bowl mixing bowl situation. Just looking at it, I knew it wasn't going to fit, but just for satisfaction, I had to put the bowl up there just see if it fit. It did not, but I have my shorter containers up there. So my flour, sugar, and then I got a container with some beans in it, some dry beans. And then I moved all of the tall containers over here to the top of the refrigerator, mixing bowls, boom, no big deal. I got my crock pot up here, and I'm gonna actually take these oils down and put them in the pantry. I'm saying oils like I got full bottles. Girl, I got 2 half empty bottles that I'm gonna marry into this one, put it in the pantry, and I'm gonna put my Dutch oven up there. this is the water from just under the stove alone. I made clean water and added, you know, some of this, and I only used it under the stove. Y'all, I've mopped under there 3 times, swept under there a couple times, because each time I mopped it was pulling out trash, I guess from the sides over here between this little area right here between the counter and the stove. But OMG, that is absolutely insane. That just goes to show how often I actually clean under there. It looks like never, right? Oh my goodness. But you guys know that that's not true. It has been a while though, obviously. But okay, so that's clean. So now I'm about to go ahead and put that powder under there. All right, I've got this plastic spoon here that I'm gonna use, and I can't get all the way back to the wall like I want to, which is where a lot of the old powder is, the old powder residue that I had put down a long time ago. Like I said, I would probably have to pull the stove out to get all that, but for now, we're just gonna scoop some of this out. This stuff smells like I said, old cabbage. But the smell does go away eventually. That's how, and that smell is also how I knew I needed some more too, because the old bottle that I had, I couldn't even smell it anymore. So that's how I knew it was old, or that I'd had it too long. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's what it looks like under there. Like I said, I need to get further back, but I'm not gonna worry about all that right now. So I'm gonna wipe this down before I put my pots and pans in there. Y'all can see how dirty that is. So we're just gonna wipe that out, and then I'm gonna slide it back under there so that that part is clean. And I need to clean these, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to get to that today, because I'm going to be using the stove at some point or whatnot, but we'll see. All right, so I am starting on the apple pie, and I'm using Granny Smith apples, 2-pound bags, so there were 6 apples. I cut them up in slices this time. I think last time I diced them. Anywho's, I'm gonna cook them off in this pan a little bit. I've got some pre-made dough that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use my pie pan right here, and I have some cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, brown sugar, and I'm going to put a little bit of flour in it just to kind of thicken it up a little bit. And that's going to be that on that. Seems as though my brown sugar has gotten hard on me. Let's see. Maybe I'll just use regular sugar. And you know what? I'll add just a little bit of honey. I don't even know if this would be part of a recipe, honey, but that's what we're going to do. Got some cinnamon, nutmeg. Ooh, that was a lot. Got half a stick of butter. Okay, so nutmeg. And some ginger. And a little bit of flour. Maybe a little bit more. Alright, that should be good. Turn my oven on to 350. And if I need to turn it up more, then I'll turn it up more. Alright. Maybe a little bit more sugar, since I'm using the Granny Smith apples and I want it to be sweet. So we'll do a little bit more sugar and a tad bit of honey. A tad bit more honey, rather. It sucks that I can't use my brown sugar here. So got it in the pan. I'm just gonna let it cook a little bit, and then I'm gonna add it to the pie crust. I'm gonna melt a little bit of butter to brush the pie crust with. I know that a lot of recipes use egg to brush the pie crust, but I'm gonna use butter. So let that cook down just a little bit. not a whole lot because I don't want it to be mushy. So All right, so we have come to the end of the video, you guys. I am done with the kitchen. That took way longer than expected, but I did take my time, make sure I wiped everything down, because y'all know, grease residue, all the things. We touched the walls, you know, all the little dirt that collects on the walls. Had to get all that. I got everything moved around where I wanted to go. So, I think I showed y'all earlier. Up here, we've got our small pots or pans, saucepans, whatever you want to call them. Up here, we've got our flour, sugar, beans. This cabinet is still the same, so nothing new over here. And then, of course, got the regular stuff over here. Got my casserole dishes up there, but 2 of them are in use. But that's where they're going to be housed from now on. And then, until I change my mind at least. Then I got the Dutch oven and the crock pot up here. The pantry, it was pretty much already kind of organized, so I just swept it out and left everything where it was. Moved the tall containers over here above the refrigerator. Cleaned out the refrigerator, so I feel good about that. Also cleaned up under the stove, which was really, really dirty, and I wonder if it was contributing to the smell that I kept smelling. It was almost like I could only smell it if I was gone all day and I come home and there's like this old food smell. Did y'all see how dirty that was? Ooh, girl. Anyway, so like I said, I wonder if that contributed to it. So for dinner, glad I got it clean though. Okay. For dinner, we've got barbecue baked chicken legs. We also have some roasted potatoes, some French green beans, and then for dessert, we've got our apple pie. I had a little bit of that strawberry cheesecake ice cream from a while ago in the freezer, and I thought it was still going to be good because I was like, I could probably just eat some of that with this, but it has freezer burn, so I had to toss it. But anyway, some of this pie looked good. Oh my gosh. And let me tell y'all something. I'm not even a big fan of fruit pies. I didn't really get into this apple pie thing until I made one for the first time from home. And I was like, ooh, this is really good. And so I'm definitely going to have me a piece of that later on. Before I go to bed. But anyways, y'all, it's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, leave a comment down below, say hello, and if you want to become part of the family, just hit subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss anything that I post on this channel, and I will see you guys on another video. Bye.